late governor, well, he's not passed away, the disgraced, I'm sorry, former governor of New York State, Andrew Cuomo, who disgraced for many reasons, administration just riddled with scandal regarding the reporting of deaths during COVID, the using of staff to write, help him out with a book that he was privately profiting from. Also, all of the horrible things he did politically in terms of basically preventing Democratic voters who thought they had elected a majority of Democrats in the New York Senate. He midwifed a caucus that would basically caucus with Republicans so that he'd never had to sign any legislation that came from a Democratic majority. Right. Any legislation that might, I don't know, help end some of the things that he talks about need to be canceled in this video. And his Me Too stuff was not ultimately actionable legally. I think it was we just have to take the words of many women who came out and expressed discomfort, including a state trooper, with his sexual harassment. But sometimes it's tough to give up the ghost. Andrew Cuomo is back. He's raised a bunch of money, probably mostly from Ken Langone, although I'm not sure about that. And folks, he's back. He released this video and it's very cinematic. It fades in. Round 2. Let's watch this.
So yes, this is a time for impatience, but constructive impatience. If you want to cancel something, cancel federal gridlock, cancel the incompetence, cancel the infighting, cancel crime, cancel homelessness, cancel education inequality, cancel poverty, cancel racism. Be outraged, but be outraged at what really matters, and what really matters is what matters to you. Don't cancel me. Is there more? Can we watch more? That's really it. And I'm curious where that's all his video. This is part of his like hundreds of thousands of dollars of ad campaign to bring him back. Where was he speaking? Because it probably was at some sort of private speaking engagement, and he thought, man, this is what I want to get out there to the public. I'm going to clip this. It was at a church in Crown Heights. Oh, like an ally of his. Okay, right. Mm-hmm. Naturally. Mm-hmm. Who's going to give him a platform right now except like all of the allies he's accrued here in New York? But well, the interesting thing is it's going to be a test is that how hated he was, because he ruled. He was the most vindictive person one could imagine, and ruled like he was. And yeah. Cancel other things besides me. Do we have another video? Do we have another one? Well, how about cancel poverty? Something that might have helped with that is like Medicaid expansion. Well, Medicaid contraction certainly didn't help. The closing of a bunch of public hospitals didn't help. Mm-hmm. The rollback on corporate taxes didn't help. This guy was governor for how many years? 10 years? Oh, yeah. Was it 10 years or was it 8 years? 10 years, right? Man. It's too bad you hadn't. It's too bad you promoted that IDC. I know. There could be no legislation to deal with canceling a bunch of the stuff about that stuff. Cancel crime. We should just cancel crime. Honestly, that's how cancel culture works. Give me your money. You're canceled. Right. Then we've finally achieved world peace. I'd like to cancel war. Oh man, we should have canceled war. Spent so much time canceling. The value to New Yorkers in canceling Andrew Cuomo, I think it's pretty hard to argue. Right. Honestly, that all the things he talks about in terms of cancellation, right? Cancel federal gridlock, cancel incompetence, infighting, crime, homelessness, education inequality, poverty, racism. Canceling Cuomo was a necessary step in order to cancel those things. How do we cancel federal gridlock? That's weird. Yeah, that's the one thing that canceling Cuomo did not take us a step forward towards. So
You can't get them all.
In all honesty, I think
one swift cancellation.
The cherry on top here, and I don't want to be too glib about it, because if somehow he does make some type of comeback, it would be terrifying. But it's very hard to believe at this point that he could mount any type of serious campaign, because who would be on the ground? Like, how much money would you have at this point, if you're Andrew Cuomo, to expend the resources to have people actually politicking for you? I mean, this is a guy who is hated amongst, universally. Not even from an ideological perspective.
No, because he's a bully.
He's just such an ass. And he had all the connections, and all those connections are gone.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, we didn't even highlight this, but a few weeks ago, there was a profile of Tish James in New York Magazine. And she eventually led this sexual harassment investigation into him. He apparently took her out on a small boat.
Oh, yeah.
And then said, quote, he said that he expects loyalty from me. Spokesperson from Cuomo denies this. They both caught fish and they returned to shore, James recalled. And Cuomo said his was bigger, even though that was not the case. So he basically took Tish James out to threaten her with some sort of Fredo-esque killing.
That's how Fredo
I'm sorry
was
for
gone.
saying a slur.
No, but literally in the movie, that is how Fredo is taken out.
But that's the point, is he fashions himself as some sort of mobster / old school politician. And oh wait, here we go. We got more clips from this.
Yeah. Wait. Can I see what the tweet says? Can you just go back for 1 second? I am blessed. I have many options in life and I am open to all. But on the question if I am at peace, no, I'm not. But I don't want to be at peace. And by the way, I don't think you should be at peace either. In other words, this is his, if you're not angry, you're not paying attention.
Tell it to your therapist.
To me.
Yeah, say I one more time.
So I am blessed, my friends. I have many options in life and I'm open to all of them. But on the question if I am at peace, no. I am not at peace.
Pause it for 1 second.
No one's asking
by the
that.
way,
Who asked the question of, is Andrew Cuomo at peace? I mean, I imagine people have said, man, I hope that guy's not at peace. But I don't really care enough to actually ask. That I can imagine people saying.
I'm curious about his psychological state, honestly. That's the only thing that I can think about.
Well, people could have said man, that guy, he's a piece of shit. But I don't think anybody's been asking if he's at peace. I also just can't believe that spoiler alert, dude, why are you putting the whole quote up if that's what the clip is? But go ahead.
I don't want to be at peace either.
Okay.
And by the byway, I don't think you should be at peace either. We have too much work to do to be at peace.
Hold on for a second. Pause it. Go back. I'll go back on this. And I want to see, go back to the tweet now. Go back to the tweet. I want to see if he put by the byway. And by the way is what he put in the quote. But when he actually said it, he said by the byway. Yeah, I mean, that's classic Cuomo.
By the Mario Cuomo
Rewriting
highway.
History. Here we go. Let's do it again. Play it.
All of them. But on the question if I am at peace.
We don't have that question.
No. I am not at peace.
Well, good then.
But by the way,
that's
I don't want to be at peace either.
Okay.
And by the byway, I don't think you should be at peace either. We have too much work to do to be at peace. We can be at peace when they put us in the box and they close the top. We can rest in peace. But right now we have to rise up, brothers and sisters.
Oh, geez.
Right now we have to fight the good fight because the struggle continues. We have to stand up for progressive politics and a government that does what it says it would do and makes a real difference. We have to stand up against the radical right and their demagogues. We have to stand up and say, we don't judge by the color of skin in this nation. We judge by the content of character. We have to stand up and say, I am my brother's keeper.
Wait.
Doing
and I'm proud of it. And I believe in Matthew 25. And let's say the greatest success
So we're judging by the
success that is shared, and the greatest feast is the feast with the most number of people at the table. Let's make some trouble. Let's make some good trouble, and let's make this state the greatest state of the nation. Thank you, and God bless you.
Shoot that! They mean to do the crowd like
very sparsely attended.
People in this place.
Woo-wee. And now,
Cuomo on the comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Call it just an expenditure for media brokers who had his ear.
Yeah, we're not supposed to judge people on the color of their skin. Totally get that. We're supposed to judge them on the content of their character. I have certainly judged Cuomo on the content of his character.
Indeed.